Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to see you all here. Thank you for coming. I'm Hassan Elewa, PhD student in AUT. I'm done this both with Dr. Mustafa and Dr. Mani from AUT. And my research about information technology and New Zealand construction industry, an empirical study towards strategic alignment of project and organization. First, I want just to highlight some points as introduction and for problem statement. We all know that the construction sector is the key driver for economy for worldwide and for New Zealand especially, and all construction, as many industries, rely on information technology to improve the productivity and performance of the projects. Information technology, we can define the information technology as like a technology or equipment that can be used to store, and transmit data in construction industry, such as BIM, technology, CAD, and so on, project management technology. However, there is like a significant challenge to improve the productivity using this information technology. And if we check this chart, we can find that the percentage of projects finished on time in New Zealand in the last 10 years and the percentage of information technology used, we can find out that this year almost all projects in New Zealand are using information technology. However, the productivity is still the same. So the main problem is that the construction industry is underperforming comparing with the other industries using the information technology. I got this chart, which is comparing the labor productivity. We indexed 1978 as 1000, which is, we can say, like information technology revolution. Yeah, and we can find out that construction industry, which is in orange color, the productivity is declined or still the same comparing with the other industries, which is using the information technology as well. A report from Ministry of Business identified that New Zealand business are failed to utilize the full potential of information technology to improve the business outcomes. Another report from Siberi Group, which is the largest expert group in New Zealand and Australia, found that New Zealand organizations that make more comprehensive use of information technology, just 6% more productive than the other construction project which not using the information technology. So the percentage is very low. In the same report, they highlighted that the construction and transportation sector area has the greatest chance to improve their productivity if they can use the information technology as a strategy in their business. A report, which is the annual report from Christchurch Study Council, found that although 90% of the projects in Christchurch using the information technology in any way, just 60% of the projects finish on time, which is half of the project finish on time. Although the same for Auckland Airport development and operation sectors, they have two projects there, which is Airport Phase 4 and Phase 3 projects with total 1 year behind, and they spent $2 million to implement some sort of information technology, which is Acronos and co-construction, and their project is still behind. The same for Auckland Transport as well. They was using Keystones and Synchro, but still their project behind. Recent studies highlighted the value of strategic alignment or management and its positive impact on organization performance. A lot of literature demonstrated that organizations are encouraged to align the information technology with their business strategy to benefit from the use of information technology in terms of increasing productivity and the performance and or company outcomes. Just want to define some elements here, like strategy can be defined as a various activity that strengthens the competitive potential of the organization. Information technology strategy utilize the strategic potential for information technology in business. And the strategic alignment is a theory about that. If we can align the information technology with the business strategy, we can have like a projects doing more professional outcomes, and we can increase the performance of this project. In general, I just want to summarize everything that it's required to analyze the connection between the information technology and the business strategy to be able to implement the business strategy in proper way and to increase the performance of the project or organization. From our researchers found that in United States and in China, by implementing the strategic alignment, the projects have been performed well by 50% in the United States and by 70% in China. And here are the main objectives of the research. So it's to analyze the existing connection between the information technology and implementation and the business strategy itself. I have scoped that the case study is in New Zealand, and I'm just considering the construction organization. As I said, this report or this research is a part of my PhD, and in my PhD we are studying this area in a wider range, and we have a lot of activities or objectives that can be used, and we can like find out more about the strategic alignment and align the information technology with the business outcomes. So first, I want just to discuss the strategic alignment model, which is a model which will be used for a strategic alignment between the information technology and the business strategy. This model have been found by Henderson in 1989. We have four domains, 2 internal or strategic domains, and 2 external or infrastructure domains. These domains are business strategy, which is related to action or to achieve the specific objectives of in the business, like business culture to new information technology, business strategy for information technology implementation. Second domain, which is information technology strategy, which is related if the business or organization has a written information technology strategy, or they are spending on the information technology, or they have like a budget for information technology. The other domain, which is organization infrastructure, which is related to the infrastructure and the management structure of the organization itself. Other things, which is information technology infrastructure, which is related to the hardware and software for the information technology, which could be used in construction organization, for example. The alignment, we have 2 alignment level, which is strategic fit, which is between the external and internal domain, which is, for example, to align the business strategy with organization infrastructure, or information technology strategy with information technology infrastructure. The other alignment, which is the more important one, which is functional integration, which is related to the alignment between the infrastructure and the information technology and the business. For example, business strategy with the information technology strategy, or organization infrastructure with the information technology infrastructure. The main idea is to calculate or check the weakest and strongest domain. And by calculating the weakest domain, we can find the weak area which is need to be improved. For example, if the weakest domain is the organization infrastructure, so the driver will be a business strategy, and it will affect on the information technology infrastructure. And the problem will be with the strategic execution. If the weakest domain is information technology strategy, so the driver will be business strategy, and it will affect on the information technology infrastructure. And the problem will be with the technology transformation. The same for the business strategy as well. If it's the weakest domain, so the information technology will be the driver in this case. And it will be with the competitive potential. And the service level problem will be if the information technology infrastructure is the weakest area, so the driver will be information technology strategy. My main research question is, do New Zealand construction firm have a clear information technology strategy aligned with their business strategy? And if the construction organization in New Zealand can manage the strategic alignment between the information technology organization infrastructure and business strategy. I have another questions for my PhD, which is, well, why the research and check more options in this area. Sales methodology, which have been used here. It's a case study research methodology. So I selected expert semi-structure open-ended interview with the project managers or people within the management level. So just to highlight, the expert semi-structure interview provide foundation for validation for other researchers, and also it's important that than the survey, which is the people can add their comments, and we can expand the questions and study. Using Nivivo software, I analyzed the data from semi-structure interview into yes or no, or agree or disagree, to be able to draw the chart and to calculate the weakest domain, as we're going to see in the last slide. So it's mainly two stages methodology: theoretical review, which is related to literature review for organization to check the problem with the implementation of information technology. The stage 2, which is the practical investigation, which is the semi-structure open-ended interview. And my scope was, we was looking for the construction organization in New Zealand, Auckland, and the interview with the people in the management level with a good experience in construction and experience in using the information technology. Project is completed or 70 or more % completion. So the project is not new. We have experience in this project. We have a history. And projects is like started within 5 years. So it's not like all finished project. As I said, it's semi-structure and open-ended interview from people from 5 different construction projects: Auckland Airport Phase 4 and Phase 3 projects, Buckhead Hotel, which is in waterfront, Causeway projects from north coming to the city, and Lincoln Road infrastructure project. 13 experts have been or we was able to get appointment with 13 experts from those projects. A lot of experts selected, but this was like we got appointment and we was able to interview them. Most of them with a big experience. We can find that there is 10 years experience for some of them, and the maximum 33 years experience, and a lot of them was using byproducts in their projects like VA and AI and wearable technology and so on. And here here are the results we got. For a business strategy, it was on strong level, and this is usual, because if there is a problem in business strategy, so the problem with the organization itself. So we expected that the business strategy is already on strong level, and the information technology strategy as well was on strong level as well. However, which was already expected, which is the organization infrastructure was on weak level, and this affected the information technology infrastructure itself, which is make it on the weak or mid level. So the organization infrastructure affecting the information technology infrastructure, and we can find out that the main concern area or problem, considering the case studies, is the organization infrastructure. As I said, this is a part of my PhD study, and in my PhD study, I studied the underperforming of the information technology in New Zealand construction industry in total, and I'm gonna just use this case study as like a guideline for my PhD. But for PhD, I'm gonna like study the information technology in a wider range, and I'm gonna check if there is a problem from the information technology itself or from the alignment. Thank you so much for listening.